Get the Brexiteer perspective with the Conservative MP and former Vice Chair of the party, Rehman Chishti. Very good to see you. Well, your reaction, and you heard the interview I just had there with Mr. Rostovsky. I mean, it's frustration that there still seems to be nothing coming from the Brexiteer side on the alternative plans. It may be undiplomatic, but it's frustration.
Well, let me be very frank. You know, what Mr. Tusk and others have said, it's there's a special place in hell for those who pushed for Brexit but had no plan. But what I would say to that is there must also be a special place for those in Brussels who negotiated with David Cameron in a certain kind of way. Maybe if they had engaged constructively with David Cameron and pushed through the reforms which were needed, then on that basis we may not have had the result that's come through. So I think there must be a special place in hell for them too, being completely frank. And I think what that quite clearly shows is that there's individuals in Brussels who think they can push their way, do what they want, but we, the United Kingdom, will stand up for our democratic institutions and also for democracy. The British public have voted in a certain way, and I think on that basis our government, whatever government it is, has to deliver on that.
Yeah, I mean, if it has to be, or if it turns out being no deal, has it given you more of an appetite for it?
Well, what I've said all along, and I was one of those where if David Cameron had brought back substantive reform, I could have voted another way. But what this makes quite clear is we will push, and I want a great deal with Europe, and that means we're getting rid of the backstop. And the Prime Minister made it very clear when she accepted the Graham Brady amendment to say that the backstop will be replaced. It did not say it will be amended, it said replaced by alternative measures. So on that basis, I want a deal with Europe, minus the backstop. If not, then we leave on the 29th of March.
But I mean, just on the language, I mean, do you think they've been biting their lip there, Donald Tusk and others, for quite some time? Because from the Brexiteer side, I mean, for goodness sake, Boris Johnson compared the European Union to the Nazis.
Well, look, what I would say is every politician has their own way of communicating, and for me, I've always been constructive.
But I'm saying it's been tough on both sides.
Well, what I would say, it's we've had that before from Mr. Juncker when he described the Prime Minister's nebulous. We've had a continuous drip, feed effect, and it's about contempt, not just for our Prime Minister, but for the United Kingdom. And what we've said, look, we've given you an option. Withdraw the backstop from the withdrawal agreement, and then on that basis, we'll work with you for a deal. I accept. If you had concerns about the 39 billion, put them to one side. Issue about 174 on the EU jurisdiction. There's concern on that. I'll put that to one side. Withdraw to remove the backstop. Then I would vote with the government. Okay. With the government on this.
So still some room for compromise, Mr. Chishti. Very good to see you. Thank you very much indeed for